Good morning. Welcome to the 7th session of 10th Standard English class. Can we continue the banyan tree? What about the last classes? Could you remember this story? Yes, you can remember because it is very interesting one. Yes. Yeah. Then let's start today's session. Please take your book. We can start. The last day where we stopped. The last day, a few drops of blood glistened on Cobra's back. That paragraph. Completed your works and the new words and its meanings. I think all of you completed the works. Okay, let's go through the remaining paragraphs. Can start. The third round followed the same course as the first, but with one dramatic difference. The crow and the myna still determined to take part in the proceedings. Dived the cobra, but this time they missed each other as well as their mark. The myna flew on and reached its perch, but the crow tried to pull up in midair and turn back. In the second that it took him to do this, the cobra whipped his head back and struck with great force, his snout thudding against the crow's body. I saw the bird flung nearly 20 feet across the garden where, after fluttering about for a while, it lay still. The myna remained on the cactus plant, very wisely refrained from interfering again. Okay, just read the paragraph and have any new words in it? No. These two paragraphs have not much new words. How difficult words may be. Write down the difficult words and find out the meaning. Okay, read it now. Okay, we can discuss this. The third round followed the same course as the first, but with one dramatic difference is there. The battle started before, in between the cobra and the mongoose. They are fighting very swiftly and powerfully. Then who will win the match actually? Last day I given you a work. Imagine and write. What do you write? Cobra or mongoose? Who? Okay, today we can see in the end of the battle. The third round followed. What the third round followed? Again and again, the third time followed the same course as the first, continuation of the first, the third time, but with the battle is going on. But one difference is there. We can see one difference in the battle. What is the difference we can see now? The crow and the myna. Two spectators were there. Who were the two spectators? The crow and the myna. The crow and the myna still determined to take part in the proceedings. Dived the cobra. Third time, the crow and the myna, they flew again. They aimed whom? They aimed the cobra. and they take part in the proceedings, dived at the cobra. They dived at the cobra, but one dramatic thing happened there. This time they missed each other as well as their mark. They just missed their aim. The myna flew on. The myna flew on. Flew is the V3 form of fly. Fly, flew, sorry, not the V3, V2 form of fly. Fly is the V1, flew is the V2, flown is the V3 form. Fly, flew, flown. We can find out such words from the passage. And the myna flew on and reached its perch. What is a perch? Perch is the branch on birds sit. The myna flew on and reached its perch. Reached on the branch. But what happened the crow? The crow tried to pull up, means tried to stop or turn back. The crow tried to turn back in mid-air. In the second that it took him to do this, the cobra whipped his head back and struck with great force. The cobra got a golden chance. What? The spectators, the myna and the crow, they chased the cobra. They tried to chase the cobra. But what happened? The myna is a clever one. She flew away and reached there on the perch, on the top of the branch. But the crow, the last day's class, we told what? The crow is a jungle crow. Could you remember? The crow is a jungle crow, not an urban crow, not wise. The crow is not a wise one. That is why she became what? She became confused in the mid-air and tried to turn back. At that time, what happened? The cobra, with his great power, with his swift movement, head back and struck with great force his snout. What is snout? Snout is hood. The hood thudding. Thudding means to hit something. Thudding against crow's body. The cobra struck the crow's body. Then what will happen? No doubt, it will die soon. The next paragraph, I saw the bird flung nearly 20 feet across the garden, where after fluttering means beating about for a while, it lay still. The myna remained on the cactus plant, very wisely refrained from interfering again. Before the battle between the cobra and the mongoose, two spectators were there. One is myna, another is myna and a crow. Now what happened? One will die. Then who is that? The foolish or the jungle crow. And very wisely, the myna refrained from interfering again. The myna is very clever. She is very wise. Why the boy say so? Because after the death of the silly crow, did the myna reach again and interfering in their battle? No. She knows what, she became very aware of the danger. That is why the boy says the myna is a clever one. And we can read the next paragraph. Understand it? Okay, just read the next one. The cobra was weakening and the mongoose, walking fearlessly up to it, raised himself on his short legs and with lightning snap had the big snake by the snout. The cobra writhed and lashed about in a frightening manner and even coiled itself about the mongoose, but all to no while. The little fellow hung grimly on until the snake had ceased to struggle. He then smelt along its curing length and, gripping it round the hood, dragged it into the bushes. The myna dropped cautiously to the ground, hopped about, peered into the bushes from a safe distance, and then, with a shrill cry of congratulation, flew away. Understand it? Please read this paragraph. Okay, we can read. I think only one new word is in it. Writhed. Have any confusing words and difficult words meanings? Okay, write it and find out referring your dictionary. This paragraph is the end of the battle. The battle between the cobra and the mongoose. The cobra was weakening. We know that the cobra is a powerful one. The last day's clipping we seen the powerful cobra and his broad hood, what his forked tongue, everything we seen in the clippings. Now what happened? The powerful, the venomous, the dangerous cobra is weakening now. And the mongoose, see the condition of the mongoose now? Walking fearlessly up to it. Oh, what a warrior he is. What a powerful warrior is. The little mongoose. He is fearlessly. He is walking. Walking fearlessly up to it, raised himself on his short legs and with lightning snap had the big snake by the snout. The cobra writhed and lashed about in a frightening manner. Actually, the cobra is frightened now. Who will be his enemy now? The mongoose. He is a powerful one and cobra is too frightened now, and the cobra writhed. What is writhed? Twist his body because of pain. Twist his body because of pain and lashed. What is lashed? Moved forcefully, lashed about in a frightening manner. He is too frightened now. Who is too frightened now? The cobra is too frightened now and he is trying to escape from the hands of the mongoose. And even coiled itself about the mongoose, but all to no avail. He tried to coil the mongoose, but everything is avail. No use, nonsense, no use now. The little fellow hung grimly on until the snake had ceased to struggle. The little fellow hung. Hung is the, we to hang, hung. Hang, hung, hung, V1, V2, V3. Write it in your collection. The little fellow hung grimly on until the snake had ceased to struggle. Actually, the snake is struggling now, trying to escaping now because he is too frightened. But what is the mongoose doing? Mongoose tightened very tightly. He hold him and dragged it into the bushes, dragging him very forcefully. He dragging the cobra into the bushes. And the myna, she is very clever one. The myna dropped cautiously to the ground. She is observing everything very carefully because she is a clever and a wise myna. Myna, observing to the ground, hopped, jumped about, peered into the bushes. Did the myna gone straightly and looked there? What is going on there? What is happening there? No. She hopped about, peered into the bushes. She peering into the through the branches of the bushes from a safe distance. She is very wise. Did she reach very near? No. She stood in a safe distance and peered through the bushes, and then with a shrill cry of congratulation and flew away. The myna became very happy. Why? She seen the pathetic death of the king cobra. The king cobra. Actually, the spectators were wished to the victory of the mongoose, and through a shrieking cry or a shrill cry of not the shrieking cry, shrill cry of congratulation, because through her voice she congratulated the mongoose and flew away. Actually, she is a wise one. More than that, she is ready to congratulate now. She is ready to congratulate the winner. And who won the battle? This is the end of the battle. The battle between the cobra and the mongoose ended now. Who won the battle? The mongoose won the battle. What was your answer? The last class I told you, imagine your ideas and write. What was your findings? Cobra or mongoose? Now we can see the end of the battle. The battle between the champions. The battle between two champions. Now the mongoose is the champion of the battle. Okay, this is the end of today's class, and now I give you two or three questions. Complete it now and be ready for tomorrow's class. Read it again and I will write questions on board. Read the paragraph. Okay, I think the interesting fighting scene entered now. Now we can write these questions. Only 3 questions I given. The first one, the crow is a poor jungle crow. What do you understand from this? The myna is a clever one. The crow is crow is not an urban crow. It's a poor jungle crow. What do you understand from this? Second question, prepare a brief description about the battle the boy had seen. Prepare a brief description about the battle the boy had seen. Third question, fly, flew, flown. Hang, hung, hung. We are very familiar with such words, irregular verbs. Find out such words from this unit, from this paragraph, and make a collection of like this. Copy down the question. Understand today's session. Read it again and be ready for tomorrow's. Thank you.